Hi, welcome back. So by now, in the lessons that you've done on the keyboard, you should have practiced how to do capital letters, how to do small letters, how to do rubbing out, how to do spaces between words, and how to move your cursor around. Um, so we're going to go back into your notes again. I'll just tap on there. Go back into your notes on notepad. And we'll just start off a new note. So we'll just tap on the note here, and I could have brought up the previous note if I wanted to, but we'll tap on the note here. So I mentioned the cursor before, and if you don't know what the cursor is basically the line there that you can see flashing on the screen where it says note. If I tap onto title, you can see the cursor's moved up. And that flashing line is always where your typing will start. So if you'll know you'll know by that if you're in the right place when you're typing. So if I was going to start typing there under note, but I wanted it in the title, I would know I was in the wrong place. So I could just move it up. So let's just put in shopping list. And then I'll tap down into note and we'll start writing a list. So we may want a number for this to write down, how many items, or just to make a list. So if you look on the keyboard again, you can see the numbers are very small above the letters on the top row. So the Q's got a 1, the W's got a 2, the E's got a 3, and so on. So the easiest way to bring the numbers up, if you look on the bottom left of this keyboard, you can see a question mark and it says 1, 2, 3. It also says that on the right hand side as well in the corner, depending on if you're left or right handed as to what you prefer to use. So I always tap on the left hand side, but it's your preference. So if I just tap where it says 1, 2, 3, watch what happens, and you can see all the numbers and symbols come up on the screen. And then if I tap ABC again, we'll go back to the letters. And at the moment it's in capitals. We can see that, so we know from the last lesson I can either keep it in capitals just to type the first capital letter of the word, or I can tap the arrow to make it lowercase. It's entirely dependent on what it is you're typing. So we'll go back to the letters and we'll just type in the letter 2, a space bar, come back to the letters, and I'll type the arrow to make a capital letter and just start typing in 2 bananas. Don't know if I've spelt that right, but you get the right idea. So to do a new line, because if we start typing there, it's just going to continue along, but we want to do a new line. So I'm just going to press the blue button on the right hand side that I mentioned before. You can see it's bright blue with an arrow, and if I tap that, you can see the cursor, the flashing cursor moves underneath, and that's where the next line will start to type. If I want an extra line, a wider gap, I can just press it again. So we'll just go back, tap on numbers and write in 3 apples. There we go. And come down again. And 4 pears. So you can see how I'm just typing, I'm changing between the numbers and the letters, and then pressing the enter just to keep moving down. And you would press the enter whenever you're creating a new paragraph as well. So that's the numbers on your notepad. And then as you can see, if I tap on the 1, 2, 3 again, we've got the symbols. So if you were doing date of birth, for example, you might want to do 1, 2, and then you can see the slash next to the blue square, the enter button. If you look over there on the middle line, right at the end, you can see the slash. And then we might just put the year. If the numbers disappear like they did then, I'm just going to tap and they'll come back. And then we'll just type a year, for example. So let's bring the symbols back. We might want to type in money, so I'll just tap the pound sign, a full stop next to the space bar, and 00. What else have we got on here? Percentages. We've got the apostrophe, which isn't on there, I don't think. So let's see if we want a word with an apostrophe. We've got the comma and we've got the full stop. So if I want the apostrophe that goes in between the N and the T, I have to come onto the numbers to look at the symbols, and the apostrophe is just in the middle. We've got the 2 semicolons, the star, the 2 semicolons, and you can see the apostrophe there. We've also got the percentage, the star, semicolons we mentioned for speech, apostrophe. We've got the 2 lines, semicolon and exclamation mark and question mark. We've also got, if we just go back, so I'll just tap on it again, you can see under the blue square, if I just press enter, make a new line, you've got an equals, a slash, and the sideways V there. I'm not sure what that's called. So if I tap on that, you've got another range of symbols. Now, chances are you'll never need any of these, but if you do, here they are, if you do want any more symbols on here. So go ahead and have a practice of that, and just really concentrate on spending a little bit of time in getting your typing speed up, and just getting familiar with where all the letters are, and switching between symbols, numbers, upper and lower case, your enter button, put some punctuation in as well. So I'll leave that with you for now, and we'll do a little bit more in the next lesson.